Here is 2 pounds of dried pears. Okay, you can see how moist these are. I love dried pears. I don't like these. And when you read the ingredients, it says pears and sulfur dioxide. I'm going to wash these. I'm going to give them a real good rinsing. And then I'm going to dehydrate them in my dehydrator. And I'm going to take them to less moisture content. These to me are just too wet. The flavor just isn't there. Maybe it's the sulfur that I'm tasting. I have a large pot here. This is going to be my washing machine. And I'm placing a colander inside. They feel slimy. See the water changing color. Now, my grandmother had a huge pear tree in her backyard, and she sun-dried her She sun-dried her pears, and she put nothing on them. She would cover them with a cheesecloth to keep the flies and things away. And they would be brown. They would get dark, but it doesn't affect the flavor. But maybe the sulfur changes the flavor on these. Now, they would store them in an empty sack. I was going to say feed sack, an empty flour sack. And in her attic is where they would keep them. It was dry, and they used to call them figs. Maybe that's why I said figs. Now, this water is getting pretty murky. I'm going to give it one more rinse, this time in cold water. Then they're going in the dehydrator. I don't think they should be falling apart quite like that either. Let's see what it tastes like. That had a better flavor. Maybe it was the sulfur dioxide. Yes, better flavor. I'll let these drain, and then they'll go in the dehydrator. Okay, I'm going to lay them out on the wire rack. Some feel slimy. I'm going to open these up. I don't know what the standard of dried fruit is, at least for commercially, but they probably put the sulfur dioxide. I know they use that to keep them from changing color. They're too small, I'll eat them. Much better after they're rinsed. They taste good. Now we need to dry these, and more than likely they're going to be darker, I'm suspecting. For 2 pounds, that's not very many. It's not even going to fill 2 of the racks. Gotta be careful. So 2 pounds only made 2 racks. So we'll turn this on and see what tomorrow brings. Okay, according to the chart for fruit, it's in this area, and the temperature is 135 to 145 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 57 to 63 centigrade. Okay, this dehydrator, no digital. I went out of my way to find a mechanical, so if anything goes bad I can change the individual parts. Digital, you would have to change the computer and control. And when they have the soft buttons that's on a plastic sheet. When they fail, the whole unit's bad. So mechanical on-off, mechanical timer, and a mechanical thermostat. Okay, we're going to let it go overnight. Okay, the dehydrator's been on overnight. And here is the pears, and this is how I remember them. A little tougher, they're dry, they don't feel slimy. And let's give one a taste. Much better. Still very chewy. These will keep much better. So these are finished. Now I'm going to store these in a mason jar, and this won't need refrigerated. So this will store fine. And rinsing this off got rid of that odd taste. Being dry like this, it's much chewier. I think I'll label the jar figs, since that's what my grandmother called them. And one to eat. Now take care of it. Thanks for watching, my friends. Bye-bye.